Welcome to Navajo Sage Weaver Tarot's channel. Taurus, welcome. This reading is for my Tauruses. Um, if you have any placements of any Tauruses, this reading may resonate with you. I am going to shake the gourd and move any stagnation energy. All right, Taurus. I am going to pull an archetype. This deck here is the current energy, the the topic, um, the main energy, and then what you need to let go of, what you should focus on, what your higher self is trying to say to you. I'm gonna pull some tea leaf cards just for extra messages. I have the crystal card here, I have an animal spirit card, and then I have a couple of decks here to do some clarification. All right, so we're going to get started. This reading is for my Tauruses, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, and any placements of Taurus, or you are a cross watcher for Taurus. Spirits and guides. What archetype? All right. So we have the Hermit, Taurus. Spirits and guides. What's the overall energy? What's the main theme? What's the main energy that Taurus is bringing in, spirits and guides? Spirits and guides, one card, please. Spirits and guides, what does Taurus need to let go of? Spirits and guides. What card, what energy does Taurus need to let go of? What does Taurus need to focus on, spirits and guides? What does Taurus need to be focusing on? Spirit and guides. What message do you want to give Taurus? What do they need to focus on? One card, please. And what does Taurus's their higher self, what's the message? Does their higher self want to share with Taurus at this time? Spirits and guides. It's a lot of cards. What animal spirit? What animal spirits is here for the Tauruses? What animal spirit is here for the Tauruses? Spirits. What crystal energy can help Taurus at this time? What crystal energy can help Taurus at this time, spirits and guides? What other energy and other messages do you want to share with Taurus? All right, Taurus. So, our archetype here, we have the Hermit. The light attribute says, seek solitude to focus intently on the inner life. Serve personal creativity. The shadow attribute is withdraw from society out of fear or negative judgment of others, refusing to help those in need. Mm. And then here we have the Knight of Swords here. And the Knight of Swords is um, someone who's like um, who's moving forward, right? One who has a plan. They're thinking with their mind, so it may look egotistic. And so, Taurus, um, we are thinking before we act. This is the energy, the overall energy that we're bringing in. And then what what you need to let go of is the Queen of Swords. And the Queen of Swords is someone who is the energy that can be, she can be very ruthless, right? She's will cut anything that is in her way. She's ruthless. She's not very friendly. She likes to be alone. Um, so maybe letting go of that energy there. Mm. Then we have what we need to focus on here, Taurus. Um, what we need to focus on here is the Eight of Pentacles. And the Eight of Pentacles energy is looking at your skills, right? Looking at all the ways that you got in these pentacles. Maybe you got them in different ways, right? Um, and you're honing in on how you got, certain pentacles. Was this job successful, or was this one? Or I gotta let this one go because it didn't bring much cash in. I'm still holding on to this one, so maybe there's some thinking in that realm of trying to rearrange what you have in order to um, bring in that energy of the Eight of Pentacles, right? Um, being careful, uh, um, being consistent towards your work, you know. So that's what we're focusing on, what we need to focus on. And here, um, what your higher self is wants to say to you is the Six of Swords. So the Six of Swords energy is like escaping troubles. Hmm. Uh, letting you know your higher self maybe is trying to tell you, um, right, that you can have a fresh new start. Um, or um, there's some sort of like maybe, telling you to go take a vacation, right? Separate yourself from what you've been doing, clear your mind, get inspiration again, get inspired, right? Maybe we've lost that spark, sometimes we do that if we keep doing the same routine over and over and over and over again. And if we do something like, go out of town, just to kind of break that cycle, then we come back and it's like uh, that energy is not so stagnant anymore because it's not stuck in that routine of um, getting up, going to work, getting up, going to work. And then the animal spirit that wants to come in is the giant panda. Innocent, gentle, harmony, balance. And then we have some crystals. And so these crystals here that want to come in for you, Taurus, they want to help you, is the um, serp serp serpentine. Serpentine, what is it? It's a lime or cow green stone with reptile appearance. Serpentine activating energy is like a deep foliation treatment for the spiritual self. Who needs it? Kundalini yogis, anyone in need of a fresh start. Remember, your higher self is expressing that. Go take a vacation, Taurus. And we have a stone that can help you in that. Where to put it during your meditation, hold the serpentine in each hand and concentrate on circulating energy from the base of the spine to the crown of the head. So maybe there's some, right? The shadow attribute is the hermit, is asking you not to withdraw from society. Um, and so we don't want to bring in stagnation. When to use it, when it's time to let go of tired belief and getting stuck energy unstuck. If the serpentine arrives in your life, it is an invitation to rip off all uh, prove all um, all band-aids and regroup. Hit hit the sauna, sweat it out, and release all lingering drama. And it says here, awaken your reptile nature. So, and then we have the crystal solidite. Solidite, what is it? Friends to the chronic meteor, solidite's known by some of a poor man's lapis. It is salty, deep blue stone, specked and starred with white citrulite, ocellite inclusion. Who needs it? Planners, producer, Virgos. Whenever you are, where to put it? Whenever you do your best non-thinking. Um, when to use it? When you have to, when you have a big decision to make. When you're 99% finished with a project, but cannot get your head around the last percent, 1%. Do not seriously give up. Meditate with solid light. Abandon so solution oriented thinking. Surrender your intuition and watch your problems get resolved from someplace much deeper. And it says, deepen your intuition. And then we have leprolite here. And it says, what is it? Leprolite is a lithium-infused mica with rose and lavender hues, spa vibes. Who needs it? The Petripute Fuzzadel, the cerebral A-type workaholic. Where to put it? In a bubble bath on a meditation cushion in the fetal position. Um, when the pressure to be successful, fits, and fabulous, 24/7, 365 is too much. When to use it, when freaking out, or to prevent that. But put the phone on do not disturb, let uh, light in each palm and just let yourself be for 5 minutes. Relax the muscles between your shoulder blades, link in the breath, and let go of all drama. It isn't yours to begin with, anyways. Enter your chill zone. Kyanite. What is it? Blue kyanite forms in a long strand column. It is heavy vibes makes its mindful choice for 20 minutes in the morning, 20 minutes in the afternoon meditation set. Who needs it? The restless. Where to put it? On the bedside table, altar, or wherever you are looking to go deep. When to use it. When you find yourself drowning out that mental noise, even the greatest thinking needs to be reminded. Thoughts are thoughts. Reality is reality, and you can deal with it like an anxious chihuahua. Or you can get down with kyanite and align to moment with your calm and cool intact. Deepen your perspective, kyanite. And then here's the last crystal once that you could use is a fluorite. What is it? Fluorite can range from pale green to deep purple. Often it is both at the same time. It occurs all over the place, and it is good to vibe with when you are all over the place. Who needs it? Distracted anyone with a vision worth sticking to. Where to put it? Wherever you find yourself, constantly tempted to check your phone. Anywhere you have Wi-Fi access. When to use it. When you want to take an uninterrupted 20 minutes to meditation, an hour to finish a book, or a lifetime to concentrate on your unique calling here on Earth. Sharpen your focus. So we have fluorinite, uh, uh, serpine, sodalite, lepidolite, and kyanite. All right. Those are the stones that want to help you at this time, Taurus. And then the other messages that want to come in is sunrise that may resonate with you. New creative ideas, new adventures, a fresh start, yoik. Feeling tied down or frustrated, broken bridge, unsuccessful outcome to a problem, tiger doing something risky, taking a chance, well, get worry over nothing, kangaroo, unsettled time, need to plan ahead, rainbow, the most difficult part of the situation is over, marriage, throne, position of authority, hey guard, celebrate full enjoyment. Goldfish, increase a material wealth or spiritual growth. Cat, two-face friend. Crown, honor and respect will come to you. August. Pig, beware of greed. December. Ink pod, problems will be resolved. Star, guaranteed success. And July. All right, those may resonate with you or not. Okay, so Taurus, the overall energy here is the Knight of Swords, right? Moving forward, the Knight of Swords is also somebody who's intelligent, who has, that witty movement, and so I want to clarify why the Queen of Swords is here. So Let's get one card for the Queen of Swords. Tell us why the Queen of Swords is here for Taurus. We have the Ten of Wands. Okay, what else? What other message does Taurus need to know about the Queen of Wands? Oops. So this card fell out, but I'm not gonna, I'm just gonna let it be right. The Queen of Swords. So the Queen of Swords is here with the Ten of Wands. And if you see the Ten of Wands, this person doesn't look happy, stressed out. So with the Queen of Wands being this ruthless person, right? This uh, person who's cruel, who's lonely, right? Maybe it's because you're overworked, you're stressed out with this Ten of Wands, right? You're got back pain, exhausted, too many responsibility, you're overworked, you know. And then the Knight of Cups kind of just shot out, fell to the floor. So um, the Knight of Cups sometimes can feel, right, unworthy. Um, maybe doing some self-indulgement, right? If you maybe using, your addiction, right, to not feel this way, right? But you can't help it because it comes out in the Queen of Swords, ready to use the swords. And then we have the Fool here. And the Fool is somebody, who is, uh, a, who's willing to take a risk, right? Um, who's willing to, you know, trust, right, wherever they go. But usually the Fool is taking a leap of faith, right? But here the Fool has, um, maybe not seen right. If you look at this, uh, look at the eyes, they're double, so maybe um, a spirit is saying, you know, uh, whatever you're using, right, is not making you see right sometimes when you, um, like maybe drinking, for instance, right? You maybe um, you struggle with that, and because your way of relieving, right? Um, trying to relieve this, but it's spirit is saying you have to let go of that Taurus, um, or some sort of addictiveness, right? Is allowing you not to see your path clearly. So you're like double vision, you know, um, you're, just things are all over, discombobulated. And so when you let go of that, right, then you'll be able to hone on to those skills so it doesn't feel like it's all over the place. You have it, you have it around your belt here, right? You have it, but you're just maybe don't have a place to set it out so you can see it like the Eight of Pentacles. And then your higher self is saying, hey, Taurus, maybe you just need to take a break, you know? W- Get yourself out of an environment that's, you don't have to use um, addiction, right? Addiction can be anything. It can be food, it can be working, um, it can be, I think one of the stones talked about, you know, it helping workaholics. So, so maybe that's part of it too, and then finding that hermit, right? Finding to learn how to uh, seek solitude, to focus within yourself, to heal yourself, because nobody else can heal you. And that's why, the overall energy is the ninth of, you know, think before you act, right? Because some sort of um, addictive behavior is kind of getting in the way, making you grumpy, right? And then when you let that go, when you come into peace and harmony, when you start aligning with yourself, when you start actually, taking holiday, a vacation, right? Getting away from the situation, then things will start moving in the way you want them to move. All right. So, Taurus, I'm going to say that as your reading, and I just want to say, Hujona has clean, Hujona has clean, Hujona has clean, Hujona has clean. Ashaha.